Yo, yo, yo. What's up, Kern?
What's happening, baby?
They're just fucking enjoying this Tuesday.
Hell yeah, we were recording on a different night, Tuesday instead of Monday and whatnot.
Oh, wait, we Monday, Tuesday, maybe a Wednesday. We don't know yet.
We don't know how it is. Yeah, we just go with the flow. But fuck all that. Fuck all that.
Yes, no more Thursdays.
No more Thursdays. I see you got a hat.
Oh,
Where'd
you
you
like-
get that John from? Yeah.
Oh, bro. I was on Instagram.
Yeah.
The whole meaning behind this is it's called the Kindness Project, the Happiness Project. I think Happiness Project, and it's to support mental health and like suicide and everything.
Yeah.
Never knew about it. This is called Nick's Smile, I think it's called. Or it's Nick. And I'll tell you the whole story. It's in 2017. You know, these people lost their classmate Nick to mental health. It inspired the creation of the Happiness Project, a mission to break the stigma surrounding mental health and people who were just like Nick. When you wear the Happiness Project, you're helping create, talks, raise awareness, support those who struggle with their mental health. Especially nowadays, mental health is big. Is you support, you spread the awareness and save lives, and it means everything to them. Just being part and helping them make a difference. So it's kind of.
Yeah, I gotta get a hat.
Then I'll send you the link. They have like a pink one that I almost got. That kind of looks just like this Dad Gang one, but with like the smiley face.
Oh yeah.
And like it's the same exact as this.
That's fire. Yeah, I gotta give me one.
And being a teacher, the mental health, like the mental stuff, is just crazy.
No, of course.
So
there's a lot on your plate. Teaching the next generation. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, and I just want to say, because I've like the past year or so is really I like it. You get this hat. I just got this today, actually.
Oh shit!
And you get 3 free bracelets. Like this one says "Mental health is health." This one says "Spread awareness, save lives," and this one's "Happiness Project, you matter." So I'm actually a lot for mental health is just you see people struggle, and it's not a struggle that you want to see, and it's kind of one of those things. But yeah, we'll put the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline in our notes and our thing. Anybody that's going through it, get help. It's a serious thing. We don't want you to think you're a lesser person. If you need us to talk to us. We're always here. Yeah. I will send you the link. And this is a great cause, so if there is something that we get promoted on, I would love to make collaboration with them and do this. I'm going to reach out to them, the Happiness Project.
Same. Like this is something I could definitely get behind. Like,
yeah,
that's a dope. 1, it's a dope hat, and 2, it's a dope cause.
Yeah,
what can go wrong, man? Like it's dope. That's so
it is,
dope.
and I think like 10% of it goes towards like the mental wellness, not wellness, wellness. I don't know what I was going to say, like research and everything. So
yeah, hell yeah. Especially with the U, I like the U Matter bracelet. I like that a lot.
Yeah. Save lives, and the mental health is health too. So it's
look at you spreading awareness, man. Good shit.
I am. My mental health. Jesus Christ.
Mental health. Say it's all good. It's all good.
Wellness, I guess you can say, hasn't been well all that much. Because being a new teacher, you're kind of under a lot of stress. And then having a kid, I'm sure. Yeah, then have a kid in like 2 months, and it's like, dude, it's a lot of it's mental, dude.
Yeah, brother, it is. But you got this, man.
So
you need someone to call. I'll be there. I'm always around.
Whenever you need me, I'll be there.
Yeah. Good shit. Oh, I wish we could like edit in the music, but we get copyrighted on YouTube.
Yeah, I don't want to get copyrighted. Damn. I think that happened to us once.
Don't worry about it. I'm gonna sneak it in. I'm gonna sneak it in on Instagram.
There it is.
If we get this clip, I'm gonna sneak it in on Instagram.
There it is. But Aaron, the draft is all over. We've done all of our draft stuff.
Yeah.
One of the biggest stories before we get started. Welcome back, SFL.
Welcome back. I forgot we didn't do our little intro.
We did, and it was more about mental health, which we might start like nothing wrong with that. Is but we're back on the schedule. Feels weird because we've been doing the draft, we've been talking the draft, we've been talking post draft, been doing this, doing that, and I think I texted you. I said, "Yeah, what the fuck do we talk about?"
It's facts. So we were just like, I don't know.
Yeah, because we came back like right at the right time.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we're here. Draft for the next 4 weeks. All right, and then post draft. All right, cool, let's do it. And then it's like, shit, it's done. That was quick, kind of thing. So,
what do we talk about now?
So I'm not gonna lie, I Googled some things. You know, the group threw out a couple ideas. I did like their idea, and we'll get into their idea. I'm not gonna spoil it. But we're gonna talk about something that is really big in sports, and it's the NIL. You know, that should what Kern thinks of it. He's already He's already fed up with it. He's like, nope, see ya, fuck it.
So the NIL, I'm tired of this shit, Grandpa. Shit. Yeah, bro. Like,
so let me ask.
Go ahead.
Do you think
I hate it?
College athletes should be paid?
Ooh, okay. Let me bring up my notes.
Bring out your notes. Do whatever you got to do.
Here's what I think.
Okay.
I think that they should get paid for their likeness. So, bet. You want to be in a video game.
So the L part of NIL.
Exactly. The L part of NIL. So want to be in a video game? Here's smooth little 5,000.
Okay.
Something light, you know what I mean? Nothing too crazy. Because you can't expect to give an 18, 19, 20-year-old a multi-million-dollar deal and expect them to not go do something stupid. They're going to buy a fast-ass car. They're going to get in a car wreck. They're going to go out to clubs. They're going to get shit-faced. They're going to buy expensive jewelry. They're going to get robbed. They're going to buy a gun. Need I say more? You know what I mean?
No, so I get what you're saying.
Why even do that? 2, money is not an equalizer in college sports. There's so many little schools now. Back in the day, there was so many gems. What's his name? Came from Harvard. Jusek came from Harvard, or was it Harvard or Stanford? I forgot where. Came from an Ivy League school.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's so many big names that came from Division II schools, Division I schools that you don't even know about. That's a Hall of Famer right now. But nowadays, kids go to where the money's at. It's like, oh, bet I'm gonna go to Alabama one year. They're gonna give me like smooth $6 million. I'm gonna go to Georgia next. They're gonna give me 8.
Yeah.
Ole Miss offered me 12, so I mean, I'm gonna have like 30 at least when I graduate. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's gonna go that. That's what it seems like it's going.
That's exactly where it's going, bro. And if you're gonna do that, if you're gonna pay the kid to come to the school, go on their contract.
What? You brought that shit up, baby.
That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
So how do you? Because I'm gonna go. I think I'm with you on the contract situation.
Yep. Okay.
I want to hear. We'll get into the contract situation because I 100% agree with you on the contract. But I want to see how you would work the contracts compared to what I would do.
Easy. Bet.
Yeah. So
you have to play. You want to go first?
Oh, you want to go?
I'm quick on the You feel me? Listen, if you're going to bring the kid for X amount of money, stay for X amount of years. Play X amount of snaps. I'm not going to bring you to my school for, let's say, $5 million for you to not put the effort in. Then you turn out to be a second string quarter, not even quarter, a second string. You're fucking on bench, not get no snaps all year, and I'm paying you $5 million for what?
Yeah.
No. Play half the season, you get $1 million.
Okay.
If you make it to a bowl game, incentives. And if you become award winning, more incentives. Holy it's like the NFL.
Like the NFL contract.
Like the NFL. Because you're trying to get there anyway, so might as well get them ready for it. So it's like, all right, bet. This is what I got to do to get the money. I have to put the effort in to get the more money that I want. Yeah. I'm cool. Because listen, if I played today and was good enough to make it to a SEC or whatever school and get a big ass NIL deal, why would I put the effort in to try to go to the NFL?
Yeah, because your rookie contract is going to be less than what you're making in college. Because Brock Purdy isn't even making $1 million.
Why would I put the effort in to make it to the NFL to not make the money I'm making right now at 19?
Exactly.
Then I got to wait 3 more years when I make it to the NFL. Maybe 4 4 years. Maybe a 5th one if they do the extension to get the money I'm making kind of right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm good on that. I'm sitting my ass on the bench. Good luck, y'all. See ya. Good luck. No, I mean, matter of fact, I'm a transfer. I'm a transaction and go get that money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You guys are good, but they're offering me more, and they suck. I'm going to go there.
Exactly. And I don't got to put the effort in and I start?
Mm-hmm.
I want to hear how you do your contract.
First off, I will answer, do I think the player should get paid?
My bad. Yeah.
And then I'll get back to the contract. So, I do think they should get paid, but not the way they're getting paid right now. Is the whole point of getting paid, if we remember, is the likeliness of the player. Like, if you sell a number 15 when Tim Tebow was playing football, and it was a number 15 jersey, and everybody's buying it, should they have gotten money for it? Yes. That is what the whole thing was.
War 15.
Yes. We know who that's for. But the university got all the money. Tim Tebow didn't care about the money. That's not what I'm saying. Is he should have been paid? Yes. But you shouldn't have to pay someone $4 million to go to your school for a guaranteed 1 year and then go somewhere else. The whole point of, like, when Johnny Manziel, it was the NCAA has fucked themselves.
Yes.
Is when they heard this, it's like, okay, well, how are we going to do this? Now they've gotten into loopholes. Is you couldn't go to a concert, you couldn't receive any autographs, you couldn't go and get a job, you couldn't do this, you couldn't do that, but you can put people in a video game and not get paid. You can sell their jerseys and not get paid. It was, why am I working my ass off and you guys are benefiting me, but I'm the one making you guys the money? Because without me, your ass would be nowhere around. Exactly. And that's what Johnny Manziel wanted even though he partied and everything, but everybody wore that number 2. Everybody was there for Johnny Manziel at Texas A&M. They were not there for anybody else.
Everybody was doing this.
Johnny money.
Yo, if you could have trademarked that in college,
pay him. Don't pay to go to the school. Pay him. The school pay him what they're making off his name. If they're making $1 million off his name, pay him.
Yep.
Because that's his name that you guys wouldn't be getting if it wasn't for him.
Exactly.
Number 15, if you're making $15 million of a Tim Tebow's number, and everybody knows it's 15 because number 15 on defense is third string, they're not buying it for his ass.
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
Give Tim Tebow the money he deserves. Give these athletes what they deserve. Go to a college. It is all about developing players. That's why Alabama and Georgia and all. That's why everybody got pissed off. Is because they could develop once one wide receiver left, there comes another one. Running back, they had quarterbacks. People got mad at that. It's because you know how to fucking recruit. You want to get a winning team. That's what makes a good coach. Is recruiting. Yes. You don't have to recruit. You just offer the money. I don't want someone coming to my team for money. I want them to be here for 3 to 4 years to put in the hard work so we can get a team to win the national championship maybe for those 3 years.
Exactly, bro.
And then the next man's up. You've worked your ass off. You go to the pros, and the next man's up. And then the next man's up. No, these kids go to 5 different schools, have to learn 5 different playbooks, and then they get in the NFL and struggle. Because they have to make a commitment. And it's like, well, shit, you're on it. I mean, like, I don't want to go to this team. Why? If you're the best of the best, you're going to go to the worst team to try to get them to the next big thing. How they develop around you, that's their problem. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm like, if you're that good and that we're starting to see it now is, I don't want to go here, even though they're good. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to switch over there. They're giving me $1 million more. Okay, I'm going over there. Bitch, what? It's like when they say, who's going to win the national championship? I don't even know anymore. Like, I don't even know who's on Florida's team anymore. It's because every single year, it's like new players. It's like no commitment. You had Brandon Spikes there 4 years. You had Tim Tebow there 4 years. You had Aaron Hernandez there 3-4 years. You had the Pouncey brothers there 4 years.
You know why? Because they were there for tradition. The program,
the coaches, they wanted
players.
That team is build
exactly.
That chemistry. That's what we're missing. Is these people are coming in, they don't have to worry about chemistry because it's like I never had chemistry over in college because I didn't have to. I learned a playbook, and I knew I wasn't going to go there because it's like Arch Manning. He set the bench for 2 years and was getting paid, what, $4 million? That's insane.
Exactly.
Just because of his last name. No one was there to, like, come on. Who wasn't gonna play? Like, get the and like what linemen are getting paid that money?
Exactly.
Like on what is getting paid because you don't see kickers usually go to transfers. Mm-hmm. It's a quarterback's wide receiver, running back kind of situation. Exactly. It's very rare that you get a quarterback that stays 2 years out of college. And another thing is education-wise, if you go, there's some colleges that don't transfer the credits. So true. It's depending on where you go and if it's a private or whatnot, but it's like, dude, education-wise, you're not even getting an education.
No.
If it doesn't transfer, you're just there, okay, I'm making money, I'm going to go make, let's take it for granted. Athletes get special privileges anyways, but dude, you're going to tell me you're going to go dude, get the fuck out of here. And now you can sit out for everything and you can go somewhere 5th year, 6th year. Oh, remember when COVID hit, I was out. And it's like, dude, come on. I think we're going to start seeing older players.
Look at a tight end in Miami.
Been there 9 years.
Been in Miami for 10 goddamn years. 10 goddamn years.
Yeah, I know. And it's like, dude, why are you still playing? Like, he was like Will Ferrell from Old School. Dude, you're too fucking old now. It's fucking weird. Like, you're
about to come out of retirement, Zach. We still got eligibility. We're about to come out of retirement.
Shit, I have all 4 years.
Let's do it. I got about 2 or 3 left. No, I'm lying. I got 2 or 1.
I never played, so I got to full eligibility, man.
Fuck it, you know what I mean?
But I think it's ruining the sport. And is it making it more competitive? Yes, but like, it's not what it's.
It's only making one division more competitive.
It is. It's the SEC where you can. I'm going to tell you, if you have the SEC, if you had Ohio State or those teams playing the SEC, every single game is a playoff game.
Oh, without a doubt.
You still go to the SEC because it's a powerhouse. The people that can't get into, like, people pick off, okay, they're not that strong. Let me go there. And it's like, dude, get out of here. As far as contracts, this is what I would do. Kind of where you are with your contracts. Mm-hmm. But you got to sign a 3 to 4 year contract.
3 to 4. I'll say 2. I would say my one from 1 year to 2 year.
3 to 4. 3 to 4 years.
Okay.
Because after your 3rd year, you can go pro or come back. After your 3rd year, if you want to go and transfer, go transfer. But you gave me 3 solid years.
Give me your 3 best years.
Give me your 3 best years, and if you want to come back and run it back again, let's do it.
All right. See, I'll say 2. I'll give you an even chance. I'll give you 2 years. You know what I mean? You fuck with me, come back for the next 2. Maybe even 1. If not, eat a dick. You know what I mean?
I say 3 years because you can develop people in 3 years. Is build that team, and they would want to come back for the 4th year. Because that's their team. That's their players. They've all built chemistry. And if you don't win that national championship, the odds of them all coming back, pretty good. But in order to get that money, if you complete 1 year, that's a certain amount of money. You complete that 2nd year, that's a 2nd year. You have to finish all your contract in order to get all that money. So if you're out after your 1st year, you only get a 1/3 of that or a 1/4 of that. You don't get the whole thing because you've committed to me, and I had you sign a contract. Now, if you don't want to play, let's start trading. Let's trade. Okay. The coach for, what was it? Connecticut, UConn's women's basketball team. He said, if you guys want to be treated like pros, then let's treat them like pros. Let's give them contracts. So they have to make a commitment.
Exactly.
Just like you do in the pros. So you can't just go wherever you want. Let's treat them like pros.
I agree wholeheartedly, bro. Because then it's going to show them, like you said, it's prepping them for the pros. It's making them commit to something and not being like, all right, bet I'm going to get $5 million at Tennessee, so I'm going to be out next semester anyway.
Yeah.
They're not learning the playbook. They're not building chemistry. They're not doing anything at all. So it's like, why you play? At this point, you're an extra body on the field.
Yeah. That is how I would do the contract. Is kind of do it like they want to be treated like pros. Let's treat them like pros. Sign my contract. And it's not going to be a 1 year contract. The only way it's a 1 year contract is if it's your 3rd year and you're going into your 4th. So when you go to a different college, it's only a 1 year contract, and you know you're only going to be there 1. You can't go anywhere else. It's pros after that if you're good.
Exactly.
So, and then if you do transfer, bring back, you have to sit out a year.
Thank you.
Sit out a year, because when you transfer, there goes your year of eligibility. That's 1 more year that you've just threw out the thing. It's not showing like today's they're not showing any competition that they have to work their way into a starting position. It's showing them I can go wherever I want. Okay, I'm going to go here because I know I can start. I can't go here because I have someone else coming in, but I'm not going to work my way. I'm just going to go over there. Instead of showing... Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was going to say, and honestly, bro, if you think about it, it's ruining the NFL as well.
Yeah.
Simply because kids aren't developing like they're supposed to in college. So by the time they get to the pros, they're like, whoa, this shit is fast. What am I? This is a what? That's a cover two? What do you mean that's a cover two? The fuck is that?
You see
know what I mean? Exactly. Look at all the quarterbacks. Look at Anthony Richardson. Phenomenal arm. Doesn't know what the fuck he's doing.
Yeah, young dude, but he went to Florida. He wasn't really all that good, but then we're gonna see it with Dalen Gabriel with the Browns. He went to UCF, then he went to Oklahoma, then he went to Oregon, and it's like, dude, where does that chemistry is? You can't build that chemistry because now you're on to a next one. All right, now fuck you guys. I'm on to this one. I have to learn a new playbook. In the NFL, you learn, yes, you have offensive coordinators come and go, but you stay with the same people usually.
Exactly.
Is you try to get the same people. You try to build that chemistry. And I think now is if you have a championship team, you try to keep that team together because at least they have some chemistry. It's okay, but this guy that, like a quarterback, I want someone that's going to stay somewhere and build chemistry. And I know that he's good to go. Is not... Because in my mind, I'm drafting him, okay, what kind of chemistry has he built? What kind of commitment is he going to be to my team? Because he couldn't commit to one college. When it got tough, he was out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people stay is because, hey, I'm going to go another year because I get paid more than... The NFL also needs to boost up how much these people make.
Or NCAA needs to stop being a bunch of pussies and figure out how to make the NIL better. Because, like I said, bro, I have one thing in my notes that I didn't bring up.
Yeah.
Secure future, false. Like I said before, they're dumb. They're not going to have a secure future. By the time they leave college, if they don't go to the NFL, half of the money they earned will be spent.
Yeah.
Then once they graduate, they're not going to know how to invest money. They're not going to know what to do with all their money. So guess what? They're going to spend some more. Then by the time they're 30, 32, they're broke. So no, it's not a secure future.
No, because if you were 18 and you got... let's say $2 million. What the fuck are you going to do with that?
At this current time?
If you were 18, going back to
right
when you were 18.
I'm buying a PS5. I'm buying a big-ass TV. I'm buying an Xbox. I'm buying a PC. I'm buying shoes. I'm buying clothes. I'm buying cars. I'm taking everybody out to eat. I'm going to big-ass Airbnbs every weekend or every time we off for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
The amount of dumb shit I would do is astonishing.
Yeah.
Fucking astonishing, bro. I might even blow it on coke one time just to say I fucking did it.
There you
go. I blew it on white girl. What you mean? We were going crazy in the club. Bro, it was snowing. Bro, what? You would have been the Pillsbury boy. The old boy was there. What you mean, bro?
Bro, I'm going to tell you.
Just say I fucking did it, bro. You don't understand.
No, dude, it would be if I was 18 and I went to college and I received that amount of money.
Yeah.
You want to know how much of that would be spent on liquor?
Well, I didn't drink at the time. So I can't agree on that.
At 18, I did. I started drinking at 20.
Yeah.
Because in high school, I just did it. But
at 18, and you know, you're that dude.
You know you're getting alcohol, and I got you today.
Yep.
Hey, come on.
Bro, and every time you go out, everyone's trying to buy you a shot. So it's going to be like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The amount of money you're going to spend on alcohol because it's going to be like, I'm getting the drop for everybody in the club tonight.
You're spending it on stupid-ass shit.
Exactly, bro.
There is very little. I don't care how much you can argue a college kid that's 18, I guess now you can say to 30, whatever the fuck it is. But a normal college kid, 18 to 22, 23, if you're going to tell me you're going to give him, no matter if he plays football or not, that he's not going to spend it on a car or a house and this and that, you're out of your fucking mind.
Exactly.
We're going to spend it on stupid-ass shit. Let's look at Shedeur Sanders. How much jewelry did he have for what reason?
Bro. But I feel like a lot of it also was from his dad.
He bought his dad a house.
He did buy his dad a house. You're right.
A lot of that, he invited all those rappers and everything. And it's you have all this change. In my opinion, is if you're going off, you go, look at me, I'm doing this. And then he man, I'm not bad. I'm better than all these people. Bro, you're too busy flashing off your jewelry. and inviting over all these rappers, and that's what you're focused on. And that's probably how his attitude was during those interviews. Is he probably wore that stupid ass shit, thought he was the shit. I'm Deion's son. I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Bro, I really wish I was a fucking fly on the wall for them interviews.
Dude, so do I. But I think, honestly, they should get paid, but they should get paid for what they wanted to get paid. Not come 4,000 or 400 whatever, 4 million to my school, to come to my school to play. Because if you get injured, there goes your whole, there it goes, man.
Exactly.
You just paid this guy, I don't know, 4 million to do what?
4 million, $5 million to what? Sit on the bench for the next 2 years
Yeah.
because of an injury? If it's that serious?
Yeah, it's like, if you make the money from them, get them the money. Like, if you're making it from Travis Hunter, whatever number he was, he should have got that money. Let him get that money. He made it for the university. The boosters and all that university should not have touched those people's money. And that was the whole argument. Not make this hey, I don't have to recruit. You just come to me and I will offer you, I don't know. It happened to Florida. Someone offered the guy, I think, $8 million coming in. The best recruit, $8 million as a freshman. They said, no, we can't. Or it might have been like 12 mil. It was a fucking crazy amount. And he said, yeah, I'll go. Of course you're going to go. Yeah. And they said, well, we can't do that. And he said, no, I don't want to go anymore because you guys aren't paying me that. And he went somewhere else. And I'm like, they're not even here for, like, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Like, the logo doesn't mean anything anymore. The Florida State Seminoles, the Miami Hurricanes, the Florida, it doesn't mean anything anymore.
Means nothing, bro.
You might as well just take the logos and take the universities off everything and just have the colors.
Like, you used to hear stories of players being like, yeah, man, I went to LSU because of Death Valley, bro.
Yeah.
Was it LSU or Clemson? I'm sorry, I don't remember.
They both are Death Valley.
You know what I mean? Because them like, oh, yeah, I went to fucking I went to FSU because of the End of Tribe, yo. Dude come out on a horse with a spike. And it's like, you don't hear stories like that. It's like, oh, why'd you go to Florida? Well, they're trying to offer me 12 mil.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Why'd you go to Tennessee?
It's not about tradition anymore.
It's not.
No, that's why I'm saying take away the logos. Just put the color. It doesn't matter what the logo is anymore. If you're not going to pay him that much, like Brandon Speck said, he went to Florida because of Tom Brady and the passion that he brought. And he goes, I wanted to go beside him for 4 years. I wanted to go beside him. Bouncy Brothers, when they got there, they said, yeah, that we wanted to play. We wanted to play with our brothers.
Yeah.
They built that chemistry. Were they a bunch of thugs? Yes. But on that football field, they all knew how to play together.
There was thugs together.
They were led by a Christian-based man who didn't give two shits a virgin, and he had all these thugs. And they will even say, Tim Tebow would not go out to clubs. They said they tried so many times, and he said, nah, I'm good. I'm just going to go back and read books, read the Bible and everything. Didn't budge.
Hey, you know what I mean?
But it was all about the people that are there.
Exactly, bro.
The chemistry you build, the friendship that you build. You don't see that. It's not there anymore. And
like, bro, think about it, right? As a recruit back then, you'd be like, all right, bet, who's the quarterback? If I'm a wide receiver, and this is back in the day, and the people be like, oh, so-and-so is the quarterback. Now I don't want to go there because he's a scrambling quarterback. I don't want to get balls much. They're an option school. Bet. People used to go to school because of who's the quarterback, who the receivers are. Like, oh, bet. He's a receiver, bet I got to learn from him for like 2-3 years. Then he goes to the NFL?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And now it's like, oh, nah, he there? He kind of ball out. I ain't trying to, you know?
You got to consistently play free agent is because that's why Nick Saban left is, dude, he recruited because other people couldn't recruit except for Kirby Smart, Urban Myers. There was very few that could actually recruit people. As you look at all those national titles, if you look at all their linebackers and all their receivers and all their running backs, dude, their running back for like, what was it, 6 years in a row? We're all NFL players. Their quarterbacks all learned. They had Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Trent Richardson. Was it Mark Ingram?
Yeah. Mark went to the NFL.
I said Derrick Henry. Mm-hmm. They had like an insane run at running back that they all played with each other and they just backed each other up.
Yeah.
is they had to earn their spot.
Exactly.
Then they learn from that person. Like the quarterbacks is, once one left, here comes another one. Okay, once he's now you built on it and you learned from it. And you had a coach like Nick Saban that you wanted to go there because, they win. It's Nick Saban.
It's Nick fucking Saban.
Like, I want to go there. Who
doesn't want to be coached by Nick Saban?
Yeah, and it's like nowadays, it's like, it's Nick Saban. He's not giving me the money. I want him. I want to go to, let's say, Syracuse because they have they're giving me a little bit more money. Dude, they suck.
They're giving me $1 more million, and I may not make it to the NFL. But if I go to Alabama, I'm only getting $100,000. But I go to the NFL.
Yeah.
Decisions.
So the whole thing is just stupid. And I know one of your favorite stories is that guy from Tennessee, the quarterback. You were talking to me about it today. So I kind of want you to talk about that and see if.
Oh, rest in piss with your dumb ass, boy. Why the fuck would you do that?
For anybody that doesn't know, Nico. It was Nico.
Nico, what's... Fuck, I forgot his name.
He had a crazy last name.
Nico Lava?
Something like that.
Something like that.
Do you think more people are going to do that, is hold out, like he did?
They're going to try. They're going to try, and a school is going to break. And they're going to see that, kids going to see, that works. I'm going to hold out too.
He's got to move from Tennessee because Tennessee told him to what? Get the fuck out.
Bro, I'm hoping more schools do what Tennessee did because more kids are going to hold out. More kids are gonna be like, nah, man. Let me get $1 more million, bro.
Yeah, but the crazy part was he was holding out at Tennessee, and Heupel just said, "Nah, you're good. Like, you can move on. Like, fuck you. You're not bigger than the program." Goes to UCLA and is making less than what he would have been making at Tennessee. I think you fucking.
Bro, I love it. But you're a dumbass, bro. Like, why? You had a perfect thing going for yourself. You'd have been that guy in Tennessee. Don't get me wrong, you're going to be that guy in UCLA. But you'd have been that guy in Tennessee, bro. Like,
yeah, SEC football. Come on. Now you're going to UCLA, which is, okay, cool.
Like, what is it, Pac-10 over there?
I think it's big. No, it's Big Ten now.
Big Ten? Damn, Big Ten. Shit.
They went last year with Washington.
Oh, shit. I don't know that. But nah, man. But I will say this.
No, they went last year with USC.
USC is in the Big Ten now?
There is no more Pac-12.
Shout out to them.
Yeah.
Oh, they did get rid of Pac-12. I forgot.
Pretty much. I think there's like very little people in there now. I don't know. It's fucking weird.
But I will say this. Shout out to female athletes getting NIL deals. Because I feel like it's bringing a lot more light to them in a whole. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like gymnasts are getting like mentioned on ESPN because it's like, oh shit, she's balling out in gymnastics and she got an NIL deal with X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's dope. Shout out to them for making that money. Do your things. I'm glad it's bringing light, but at the same time, it doesn't need to. I hate that. That's the reason.
And females, you don't see it as much is because there's not many pros for them that are big. Like WNBA, okay, softball, let's be honest, is not that big after college. Basketball, yes. What else is there?
Female, like field hockey.
Field hockey, lacrosse, like none of that's really big.
Volleyball, it's kind of dies out unless you make it to the Olympics.
Yeah, but that's only every 4 years or so.
Exactly.
And you have to qualify this and that, and it's cool and everything. But like, I feel like the girls, yes, they can do it if they're good.
Mm-hmm.
But without the WNBA, it's like, yeah, okay, like girls hockey isn't really anything. Like you have WNBA, that's about it.
Yeah.
And like swimming, I will say. But like, what is pro swimming?
But what is exact? I was about to say that.
Like there probably is, but it's like you don't like even for men. It's like you don't really hear.
You don't hear about it. Like you can't go. Like,
tennis is big with women's, or it was with Serena and Venus.
True.
And they made pretty good money. And golf isn't bad, but I don't know how much like each sport makes because like baseball, basketball, football, they all make the big time money. That's where the money comes from.
Yeah, like I think the top earners in the NIL for females were Angela Reese and Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
If I'm
yeah, I know what you're. Yeah. But you want to know another thing is I watched March Madness. And the equipment manager for who was it? One of the underdogs. I forget.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. He got an NIL deal with fuck. I know who you're talking about. He walks out with a speaker.
The speaker, yeah. And now he's following the coach wherever he went. I think NC State is where he is going to be coaching now, and like the guy followed him. But I'm like, are we just giving NIL deals out to anybody? Like, it's an equipment manager. Come on. Nothing against him, but like, you want to know how many people would get an NIL deal that actually are trying to pay to go to school, that don't have to use student loans?
Facts.
And then no one to be seen, and they have to work their ass off. And this is why I don't believe that everybody should be getting paid and going where they're going. If you make the money, it's because there are people trying to make a fucking living that would die for this shit. Facts. Just because they're not athletic, they're not getting this money. And it's like, dude, are you serious? You're doing this guy who is not even guaranteed anything, but you're going to pay him millions just so he comes and makes the school look good. But the people that are making the academics look good get shit for it.
Or the people that is guaranteed going to be there, they're getting nothing.
Yeah, working their ass off. And a lot of them have to go to, like, a full-ride scholarship is very rare. And that's what the athletes were getting before this whole thing was. There should have been different things, but they were getting a full ride, a free meal. I'm not saying it was the best meal, but you want to know how many people would actually pray and die for that shit?
Hell yeah, bro.
If I could have gone to college on a full ride with free meals and not have to spend any of my fucking money, holy fuck.
Playing a sport that I love?
Right? I wouldn't need any money.
Bro, I'm doing it for the love of the game, baby.
Yeah. You want to know how many of those people that are going and working their ass off have to take out student loans? You want to know how many of those people that are actually going to finish their fucking degree would want that money? Give it to them.
You know how many walk-ons will want not even half of that? Maybe 10% just to pay for a scholarship?
Yes.
Just to pay off for the school?
Exactly. And it's like, all right, like, but that was my argument. But I mean, it was funny, the whole Tennessee kind of thing. I think you are going to see more, but I think it's still going to be. I think we're going to start seeing it in the NFL. It's just poor ass attitudes. I don't have to do that. I didn't have to do that. I mean, I go where I want. Okay.
Wait till you go sign a contract and got to play with goddamn Daniel Jones for the next 4 years. What you gonna do then?
Or Zach Wilson.
Hide your mother. What you gonna do then?
Yeah, hide your mother, because scholarship's gonna be getting fucking you out of jail because you're gonna beat his ass.
Oh God, bro! Like,
but
college athletes college sports in a whole has changed so much.
It's been getting it's out of hand.
It's way out of hand. Out of hand. Like,
and the NCAA knows they made a fucking big mistake, and they're trying to go back on it. And it's like, it's not even fun anymore. You used to love the 3 to 4 years of getting like your favorite athlete going that, like, getting that merchandise. Like, now you can't even get like a number 15 because it's like, how long is he gonna be there? Just get a fucking Florida shirt.
Just get a white T-shirt and just cross out the name and put it different on school every time.
Be like the Browns have been for since they get a new quarterback. They just cross it out and bring it out.
Oh God, bro! Like it's not even fun. The transfer portal sucks, like you said. Like, kids used to be afraid to transfer back then
because you had to sit out a year. That's a year of eligibility. Dude, it's one of those things where it's just. Everybody's like, man, it's more competitive. You don't see the LSUs and the Georgias and the Bama's win it all. It's like, yeah, because, dude, you don't even need a coach anymore. It's just who's going to bring in the most money. Like, it's not about recruiting. It's not like, hey, Nick Saban's not there. I'm not going to Alabama. Like, I'll bring you the money. Like, Kirby Smart. You can't build, like, it's hard to coach is because you have someone different every single year. So, I honestly think.
And you don't know how that player is. Because you can have a quarterback that could read the fuck out of a defense. And he could go to a bigger school or a school that's paying him more money.
Yeah.
This kid could come in and not know what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, because, I mean, even the backup, it's like, all right, well, I don't even know if he's going to be here, so I don't know who the hell is.
Like, who do you coach? Who do you develop?
Yeah. Like, I remember watching sports, in college sports, and knowing, like, everybody on the team year after year. Dude, I'm a Florida fan. I'm a UNC fan. Like, in basketball, dude, I don't know who any of these people. They're always transferring. I don't know who they are anymore. I don't want to, like, you're afraid to know who they are because where the fuck are they playing next year?
Exactly. 1 week you might be watching them on the field, the next week you're like, yo, where the fuck number 12 go?
Yeah. Like, but, yeah, I mean, it's definitely, I'm glad we talked about that because it's big. And, you being a former college athlete, it's, I was there for, like, not even a semester.
Even matter, dog. You was there.
I set foot on the field and then got hurt.
There you go.
I was good. I got to experience what it was like getting on the field.
Touch the grass a little bit, the turf,
And then this is good. Now I'm good. Ankle's done. I'm just
ankle ain't holding up like he used to.
But no, it's that was fun.
That was a fun topic.
I do because we were into that. It's something that we were enjoying talking about.
It's not that we didn't enjoy talking about the draft or whatever, but we had to do research. Whereas this one is just kind of like
it's just kind of free flowing. I don't mind doing research and everything now and then.
I don't mind.
But it's fun, kind of going off, not talking just about the draft or just talking about fantasy. This is a topic that we haven't done in a long time, is just talk.
Yeah.
Especially about something like this where we didn't need notes and we could just spew out and flow back and forth. But more of it's going to be like this is, like we said, we have the Travis Hunter debate. We have the big one that you started a fucking World War III over with George being top 5. But I think I'm going to save that towards the beginning of the year.
Ooh, yeah.
Once football season's starting and, like, my little one is more on a sleep schedule, is because I don't want to do it too early.
No, I feel that. I
want to do it right when it's football season, and we have our debate on why Jalen Hurts. What you think? Why you think he is in the top 5, and argue that.
Top 5. He's not 5, and he's not 4. He's not 3. He's the top 2. And feel me?
I got you. You started World War III with that shit.
I really did, gang. I don't know what the fuck happened.
That would be fun to go over, and then we have other ones that, like I said, like rookie fantasy. We'll talk about fantasy
shit. Whenever we doing, I'm gonna wear the hat. Bring out my coaching shirt.
Dude, I got to be a Philly fan for the whole year.
Oh, welcome to the team, baby.
I have nothing.
Oh, shit. You better get you a hat.
No, I need a Cooper DeJean fucking jersey.
Facts.
I need a Cooper DeJean. I would wear that any day of the fucking week.
You fucking exciting white you.
Oh. I'll be playing out right now, baby. The exciting ones. I'm right there, baby.
Oh, man.
But I can't
wait for that debate.
That is the one jersey I would actually wear from Philly. If I had to pick, he went to Iowa.
Of all fucking places, the most whitest state possible. I mean, it makes sense. I'm going to shut up. You're right.
Tight end university right there is Iowa. We'll get into that one, too. But no, that was
we gotta have a little topic about your tight ends.
Anybody from Iowa, you better fucking draft. I'm going to tell you that right now. You want a same thing? Good fuck, Dallas Clark, fucking George Kittle. You have Matt Laporta. I sent a link to you. Dude, these motherfuckers just develop fucking white tight ends.
What the fuck?
Like tight end university. Like, what the fuck?
Nah, that's crazy.
But no, I enjoyed it. I enjoy this. The debate topics.
Oh yeah.
Going back and forth. There are going to be debates where we don't agree, and I can't wait for those.
Boy, same.
Because we're going to go back and forth. This one we were kind of on the same page, but it's not very often that we go back and forth and we're not on the same page.
That is true.
So,
but I'm curious to what it'll be though. Like, what's going to be like the?
Because we don't even know. That's the thing, is we don't even know. So when it happens, you're going to know my face, because either you're going to be talking and I'm going to be like, there we go. No. Not so fast. So,
I'm excited.
But another week. Next week we'll get back into it. Thank you for tuning in. Another week here at SFL, baby.
Yeah.
Kern. Stay golden.
Be easy.
See you next week.
Peace.
Later.